Banksy, the rebel who outsmarted the art world. Imagine paying over $1 million for a painting, only to watch it shred itself into pieces seconds later. That's exactly what happened in 2018 when Banksy, the world's most famous unknown artist, pulled off one of the greatest stunts in art history. But here's the part most people don't know. That shredded painting, instead of losing value, doubled in price. This is the world of Banksy, anonymous, rebellious, and endlessly surprising. But how did a faceless graffiti artist from Bristol become an art world icon, activist, and trickster, whose works are worth millions yet painted to be destroyed? This is the shocking, mysterious, and brilliant story of Banksy. Banksy's real name, unknown. His face, a mystery. His past, rumors. What we do know, he grew up in Bristol, England, in the 1970s or early 1980s. Part of a graffiti crew, he cut his teeth tagging walls and trains. But unlike other graffiti artists, Banksy favored stencils. Why? Because it was faster, in and out before the cops showed up. His early works were sharp, political, and funny: rats with drills, policemen with smiley faces. The city became his canvas, and the streets his stage. By the late 1990s, Banksy was breaking out of Bristol. His stencils started appearing in London. Clever, satirical, biting. He was mocking power, laughing at authority. And people noticed. One of his early iconic images: two policemen kissing. It shocked conservatives, thrilled rebels, and cemented his reputation. The message was clear: art could be simple, funny, and still be a grenade. What makes Banksy's art so powerful? It's not complex. It's bold, simple, and instantly understood. A protester throwing flowers instead of a Molotov cocktail. A little girl letting go of a heart-shaped balloon. A dove in a bulletproof vest. Images that take seconds to process but stay with you forever. It's protest in stencil form. Here's the irony. Banksy rails against capitalism, consumerism, and the art world. Yet his works sell for millions. City councils painted over his murals. Property owners sold walls he painted on. Collectors cut out concrete just to own a Banksy. He mocked the art establishment, but they couldn't stop eating him up. Banksy himself once sold original canvases on the street for $60 under a fake stall in New York. Hardly anyone bought them. Those who did now own works worth hundreds of thousands. The joke was on us. Girl with balloon. Perhaps his most famous piece, a girl reaching for a red, heart-shaped balloon. It's been called a symbol of hope, innocence, and love lost. It became the UK's favourite artwork in a public poll. But in 2018, Banksy made it immortal. At a Sotheby's auction, just as the hammer dropped at $1.4 million, the frame began shredding the canvas. Gasps, screams, shock. Banksy had hidden a shredder in the frame years before, half destroyed, half saved. The piece was renamed "Love is in the Bin." And here's the kicker: the shredded artwork doubled in value. Banksy had exposed the absurdity of the art market and made it richer at the same time. In 2015, Banksy built a full theme park, Dismaland. It looked like Disneyland, but broken, twisted, dystopian. Cinderella's carriage crashed, surrounded by paparazzi flashes. Security barked orders at visitors. The Little Mermaid was warped. The castle was crumbling. It wasn't fun. It was satire, a nightmare version of consumer culture. Thousands visited, lining up just to be disturbed. Banksy turned an amusement park into a protest. In 2017, Banksy shocked the world again. He opened a hotel in Bethlehem, right next to the Israeli West Bank barrier. It called itself the hotel with the worst view in the world. Every room looked out onto the massive separation wall. Inside, murals, installations, and biting commentary on conflict and borders. It wasn't just a hotel, it was a statement. Part gallery, part protest, part business. Banksy's murals keep popping up worldwide. In Gaza, he painted a kitten among rubble, mocking media's obsession with cute news. In New York, he painted a boy spray painting flowers while police cracked down. In London, he stenciled a child sewing Union Jack bunting, criticizing sweatshops. Each work appeared overnight. Each work sparked conversation, and each work made walls feel alive. Banksy isn't just pranks and protests. He's raised millions for causes: refugee charities, hospitals, pandemic relief. He donates works at auctions, using his fame to funnel money into activism. But critics call him a hypocrite. How can you attack capitalism while selling art for millions? Banksy never answers. And maybe that silence is the art. Who is Banksy? Some say he's Robin Gunningham, a Bristol-born man. Others say he's a collective. There's even a theory that he's Massive Attack's Robert Del Naja. But here's the truth: it doesn't matter. Banksy's greatest trick isn't the art, it's the anonymity. By being nobody, Banksy became everybody. The message speaks louder than the man. Today, Banksy is still active. Murals, stunts, auctions. His works appear, disappear, or get stolen. His pranks make headlines worldwide. He's an enigma, half rebel, half millionaire, half myth. Love him or hate him, Banksy changed art forever. Banksy shredded a $1 million painting and made it more valuable. He built a theme park to mock happiness. He opened a hotel to protest borders. He turned walls into weapons. He remains faceless, nameless, untouchable. Banksy's legacy isn't just the art, it's the reminder that creativity can be a protest, a joke, a revolution, even if we never know who's behind it. As Banksy himself once said, art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable, and disturb us he has. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Banksy's world, please give the video a like, share it with friends, and hit subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and I'll keep bringing you more bold, strange, and inspiring stories from art history. Much love to all.